VisionFy, medical platform for analysis of thermal images. Using VisionFy.
In order to use VisionFy, you must first log in to thermography. We select VisionFy here. Upon entering, the patient selection screen is displayed. On this screen you can choose an existing patient or create a new one. Just click on New. Patient information must be provided, such as name, date of birth, and also a photo can be sent. By clicking on Register, we will be taken to the main screen of the program. On the left panel, we have two buttons: the image upload and the reconstruction. And, by clicking on the Submit button, we can choose the image we want to submit for analysis. You can also select images and drag them to the left panel, and the images will be uploaded. By clicking on the image in the left pane, the analysis environment will be displayed. And we now can see the temperature limits and the color scale here at the bottom. The color scale can be selected using this drop-down menu. Color scales are medical specific, such as for visceral, myofascial, neuropathic, vascular and venous evaluation. Then you can create a region of interest. Options for regions are square, circle, or polygon. To use, click and drag to where you want to place. Click and drag it to adjust positioning. If you want to delete the region, use your keyboard's delete key. Note that in the right pane, all data referring to these regions are calculated automatically. If in need to duplicate one of the regions, hold the Shift key. Click and drag it, and the area will be duplicated. If you want to undo something, use the Undo button. The Delta button is used to make calculations with the regions of interest. By clicking on the button, the window that will open will be ready for you to choose which regions will be used. In this case, 2 and 3. In the right pane, all data is automatically calculated. Once again, we are going to choose region 3 and 4. And now we have the deltas for these two regions. And they are always updated in real time. Here on the right panel, in addition to the measurements, we have the Hypermax tool. With standardized or free points of view. The histogram tool, which will show a histogram of each region of interest. And also annotations, where any annotations can be placed. Going back to the buttons, we have the Gain button, which can be used to highlight some details, having 3 options. When clicking on the button it changes showing which option is being used. With this button we can turn the background to white or black. And then, we have the color inversion button, which inverts the color scale. For the analysis, we can also use the grid button, which will bring an aid grid. If necessary, you can zoom in or out of the subject. This is done with your mouse's scroll. If you want to revert to the original position, click Reset Zoom. The Overlay button gives the opportunity to use only the radiometric image or only the non-radiometric image. In this way, image overlaps could be used. You can download images to your computer. And Hypermax options, patient identification, and your region of interest table can be saved along with the image. By clicking on Download, the image can be saved and used normally in other softwares. In addition to the Send button, we have the Reconstruction button. You can upload 2 or 4 images. By clicking here, you can choose the image. Or, you can also drag and drop the image. By clicking on Upload, the images will be uploaded. And they will automatically be merged. The use with 4 images can be used like this. The 4 images were seamlessly merged. The dual function can be used to compare 2 images at the same time. These images must have already been uploaded to the system. The color scales will be modified simultaneously. As well as the limits. Inserting a region of interest in one of the images, it replicates on the other side, the same size, and in the same position. The measurements of the 2 images are calculated in real time. And you can also download these 2 images. You can also choose Hypermax and Patient ID if necessary. This is the result. And up here we have the same options as the individual analysis. If we want to reuse this analysis, we can use the mask button. Give the mask a name, and it can be applied here or to other images. Other masks can be used with other regions of interest. Then, we have the Report button, in which a PDF report is generated with all the data of the analyses. Hypermax. The table of regions of interest, the table of deltas, the table of annotations, or the histograms. This can be done for one or multiple images. There it is. We saved the report for posterity. The search button will bring up the patient screen again for you to select another patient. And the last button is used to edit this patient's data. Or simply delete. This ends the tour of the main functions of VisionFy. Thank you for your attention.